Welcome to the Pantheon Parenthetical. My name is Lance Ash, and this episode is entitled Take a Chance. I have been painting for almost 23 years now. That is to say, almost 23 years ago, I made the decision to become a professional painter. I made that decision after a crisis one evening when I realized I wasn't, or felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life, wasn't getting anything accomplished. So I decided I would pick one thing out of all the things that I'm interested in doing, and I would make it the focus, make it the primary. I could still do the other things, but this one thing would be the primary thing that I do. And so I chose painting, and I chose painting based on how much fun it was. And everything fell into place after that. Now, last week I was off work for 10 days, and during that time I painted, I drew, I played the guitar, but I also made visits to 2 antiques malls. And these are the kind of places where you can rent a booth and put your stuff there, put antiques or your own arts and crafts there, and you don't have to be there to take the money. So I got to thinking maybe that's an option, something I should look into. I also decided to start an Instagram account. That's something I'm a little wary about because I've been posting things online for years and really gotten nowhere. But the fact is, my time is limited, and I have time to either have time to do the work or market it, but I don't have time to do both. And this has been an ongoing problem for years and years and years. In the early days of my painting career, I would have shows at coffee shops and hair salons around town, and I had some success. I did sell some things, but it's not really a gallery. It's not quite the same thing. It's not quite the same thing as having a contract with a dealer, somebody who believes in you. So I've just decided to try again. And now it's time to visit the tiny community of Fig Pitch, a handful of structures and dwellings clustered about the meeting point of 3 roads. Fig Pitch is to be found somewhere between the cover of a Wyndham Hill album and a Holly Hobby lunchbox. Hidden among the illustrations in the books of your childhood, a backwater bypassed by all that has grown up between you and the toy still clutched in your hand. We join now the stranger as he drives towards the neighboring and competing hamlet of Tannen. His vehicle is a 1970s European utilitarian-looking car, looking something like a cross between a Volkswagen Scirocco and a Subaru Outback. The interior is black leather. The stranger himself is dressed all in black, except for his socks, which are striped white and black. Something that he feels is an homage to the Mick Jagger that appeared in the video for She's So Cold. He tosses his beret onto the passenger seat beside him, there to join a paperback novel, a bag of hard licorice, and a canvas shoulder bag containing who knows what. As he drives along, he listens to an album by the band Taproot, which is the progressive metal band with stoner rock overtones, a certain experimental flavor to them. He looks out the window and sees pine forests far on the other side of pastures filled with cows, goats, and the occasional horse. As he drives along, he wishes that he was wearing driving gloves, but it is a rather warm day and he's not quite that pretentious. The paperback novel lying in the seat beside him is called The Latin Context, and he is slowly working his way through it. The stranger glances in the rearview mirror and thinks to himself, I am quite good looking. Well, that's about all the time we have today for this episode. Thank you very much for listening.